My bad. Sorry. So when I first saw this, it was on TV, so I might have been like 10, 12, something like that. I was younger. I remember it being, I don't know, I think I remember it being cooler than it seemed. But I got another type of enjoyment from it this view. Like, one thing I really noticed was, wow, Kirk is kind of being a jerk to everybody. Like, I was like, yo, like, I thought he was nicer than this when I was younger. Like, this dude comes in and just takes dude's job. He's like, yo, this is my job. I'm gonna be the captain. Peace out. And it's like, yo, you almost wrecked the ship. You almost killed everybody. Like, I'm gonna go to Warp 7. Like, he almost killed everybody. People's faces were getting all hazy because he didn't know what he was doing. And then the only one that seemed that like they stood up to him was probably Bones. But to the comments from earlier with the special effects, oh man, it's tough. Okay, I know I'm not the only one that noticed the random spacewalkers just like out there just floating.
Did you catch those
mad people?
Goodbye to the ship. Wow, that's pretty good.
It was dudes just floating around. I was like, don't they have like things to do, like very important jobs? Just floating.
Yes, but I love the fact that the tiny little guy who was in a jetpack, you know, is going towards the camera, and then as the ship pans out, he's like waving goodbye.
Oh man! And the thing about speaking about those long shots, Scotty, and if you haven't seen it and you're listening to this, you know what I'm saying, it's 40 years old. Look, hey, you get it over with. You know, but they're riding in the shuttle, and they go around the Enterprise, but the way they go, I'm like, why didn't they just go straight into the side over there? Like they drove.
Wouldn't have been as dramatic.
Like they flew all the way around the whole ship, and then they flew around the whole ship just to come back around the side and then like dock into the ship, which I have no idea why they did it like that.
But I know
why did he teleport?
Yeah.
Then they wouldn't have had that.
Well, because the teleporter was killing people, man. You can't trust that technology.
Oh, just for one time.
Oh,
it was a glitch.
Also, Kirk was like,
glitch for two people, not just
Kirk
one.
was like, sending my condolences. Like, that was it.
But did anybody else notice that there were two people on that teleporter pad, but then they said that only one person died? And so
well, maybe the other one was like in critical condition.
Dematerialized. What about them?
Suddenly, the scene from Galaxy Quest is even more amusing.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, that dissolving in the scream, I literally remember that from being a kid, and I plugged my frickin' ears this time around. So I would not remember that.
But I guess like the only other two things, Spock, hearing the voice and, leaving his training to be like the super logical, and then like that doesn't really pay off. And then V'ger is just like, oh, it's a satellite. Okay, well, I guess it's all right now. Like it seemed anticlimactic. But I know
Don't forget that he was an engineer too.
Yeah, like I know, it's Star Trek, and I'll say it's anticlimactic, and then somebody will be like, it's Star Trek. It's supposed to be in your mind. It's not supposed to be like action. But I'm just like, yo, man, nothing happened at the end. It's just like, they're like, oh, it's V'ger. All you got to do is just punch in the code, and everybody's safe. And that was it.
Well, technically, the white guy did die, so there was something that happened.
Did he die, or was he like merged with the technology consciousness or something?
Yeah, way before the Borg.
But yeah, I guess that's how I felt about it.
We refer to it as the cosmic, a word that I don't want to say on broadcast, but it begins with the letter F.
Yeah, I was surprised they actually didn't have the two characters actually kissing, because you would think that would like be part of the deal. But I guess she still had to worry about her, what was it, celibacy pledge? Which I thought was hysterical.
She said that joint mad hard.
The bridge, she tells Captain Kirk that her celibacy pledge is still in effect.
Yo, old girl, she looks dead.
Well, you have
Kirk. Like she looked,
I know, but I mean, she wasn't talking to anybody else.
Kirk got
she was talking directly to him.
Oh my.
Like she looked dead in Kirk's face. Like, I'm celibate. Forget it.
Like, yeah, well, whatever.
Kirk, why you walking up on my bridge then?
Yeah, exactly. And this is Jazz. And my dad and I used to always watch Star Trek, and he's not with me anymore. He passed away when I was younger. So anyways, he and I would watch Star Trek, and so it was a big nostalgic thing for me. So that was one of the few things we could actually agree on, and it was very sentimental and fun and funny. And so we would go to the movies together. And so I was watching this movie going, okay, this reminds me of Dad, and I can see why he really likes it. Now that I'm older, I see so many more reasons why he would like this movie. Because Dad really liked Captain Kirk. Because he was like Captain Kirk in many different ways. One of the ways is that he liked the ladies a lot, which is why my parents got a divorce. So, I kid you not. And so I'm like, oh, I see so many similarities. The fact that, he was a jerk, and the fact that he thought that he could do no wrong. And what do you mean I did it wrong? I almost blew up this ship. It's not my fault. Yeah, there were a lot more similarities than I thought when I was seeing it at 9. So, I found that very entertaining, and that's why the celibacy pledge I thought was hysterical. It was very, very relevant.
Like they stopped the movie to say that.
It was a great movie in my opinion, and I thought the special effects held up well, because I'm of the opinion that the models actually gave it great special effects, because it was before CGI really got into it, so they still had the models, which were very detailed. And I was looking at it going, hey, actually they're holding up pretty well. I mean, there were some instances where I'm going, yeah, I can tell that's a green screen or early days of Photoshop or whatever. But for the most part, I thought it did pretty decently. And I didn't try to have too much rose-colored glasses, since, as I already alluded to, there were lots of similarities that I had not previously thought of. But when I talked to Mom about it, she thought that was funny. So, because she agreed.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah, well, that's Dad for you. So, I actually enjoyed the movie again. I got more parts were funnier now that I'm an adult than they were when I was younger. I probably enjoyed it for the special effects back when I was younger. And Dad enjoyed it for the pretty ladies and the, plot. And the fast ships.
Yo. Speaking of the ladies, all right, even the ladies that weren't like actors or whatever, all right, remember how everybody had like different Starfleet uniforms, right? But somehow all of the women's like butt area was like mad tight.
Yeah.
Kirk had like 4 different uniforms. There was even a dude that had like a football uniform. He was like the security guard of like Star Trek or whatever.
I remember him.
All the women had like yoga pant bottoms, sort of. And I was like, yo, I don't remember all this booty on this show. I mean, on this movie.